Hello, good morning to you and a warm welcome. Many thanks for joining us on Superscreen News at 10. I am Olamide Onwuka. The local Chief Magistrate Court has remanded Senator Dino Melaye of Kogi West Senatorial District and 2 others in police custody until June 11th over alleged gun running. The accused persons are standing trial on 7 counts bordering on criminal conspiracy and unlawful possession of firearms. The offense is contrary to Section 97, subsection 1 of the Penal Code and Section 27, subsection 1, subsection A, subsection 1 of the Firearms Act, Cap P28, Laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 2004. The lead counsel for the prosecution, Alex Izoyin, SAN, urged the court to remand the other defendants, Kabiru Seidu and Nuru Salion, in the police custody. The senior advocate said this is to assist the police in furtherance of their investigation. Izoyin, however, pleaded that Melaye should be remanded in prison custody, but it was influential and could jeopardize the investigation. And our former aviation minister, Fani Kayode, has alleged that the President Buhari behind the ordeal of Kogi West Senatorial District Senator Dino Melaye. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) chieftain claimed President Buhari is against Melaye because the lawyer is opposing the current all-progressive Congress-led federal government. He made the allegation while sharing a photograph of Melaye being wheeled into an ambulance on a stretcher. Senate President Bukola Saraki has inaugurated another committee for the establishment and development of the National Assembly Museum and Archives. The Senate Committee, chaired by the Chairman, Senate Committee on Culture and Tourism, Senator Fatima Raji Sarsa, is now in charge with the task of establishing a National Assembly Museum for the purposes of immortalization of its proceedings, processes and procedures of lawmaking in Nigeria. Bukola Saraki, in his address, said the committee is to help the realization of the quest for befitting museum and archives for the National Assembly as a national monument fit for the digital age.
People have suggested erroneously that we want to establish a museum and archive to immortalize ourselves, but nothing could be further from the truth. This is about institution building, it is about institutional memory, it is about legacy, and most of it was about the greatness, building the greatness of the country. Parliamentary libraries can be found all over the world. It is that same tradition that we seek to establish such a venerable institution, the National Assembly.
The chairman of the other committee, Senator Fatima Raji Rasaki, said the panel will work to develop a legacy that will stand the test of time.
The National Assembly Museum will engage the present to question our past without forgetting the multi-racial and multicultural, multi-voice social realities of our country. We are stepping out today to reinforce our efforts in making laws for these countries of ours, with the hope that history will speak well of us as a body and as individuals coming together to creating an enabling society that is governed by stipulated laws and regulations.
Other members of the committee include Ogbede Hihama Omorege, who is the co-chairman, Senator Matthew Rogide, Senator Babajide Omowarare, Senator Victor Ume, Senator Obinna Ogba, Joseph Edionwele, Sam Onuigbo, and Chile Igbawa. The Federal High Court in Lagos has ordered the permanent forfeiture of landed properties belonging to 2 naval officers, Captains Olotu Morakinyo and Ebony Aneke, to the federal government. The Justice Muslim Hassan made the permanent forfeiture order following an application for same by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. In its application, the EFCC listed the properties as a 3-bedroom federal duplex located at Lekki Gardens Limited, Phase 4, Lekki Aja, and a 5-bedroom duplex in Lekki, Lagos. The court also ordered the permanent forfeiture of 11.40 million naira found in the bank account of a company, Lakewood Garden, said to be linked to Aneke and his sister, Jimmy. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has challenged the presidency to end the official secrecy and reveal reasons behind President Muhammadu Buhari's alleged technical stopover in London. A statement by PD spokesman Kolo Ologbondiyan challenged Buhari's handlers to tell Nigerians the truth on the basis that his trips are funded by the country. In a statement, the PDP said President Buhari left the United States 48 hours and embarked on an official visit to the United Kingdom for undisclosed reason without transmitting a letter to the National Assembly. The party described the move as impunity and an unconstitutional breach. As a way of imparting knowledge on the junior officers, the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt has held a seminar for its men. The seminar, which is geared towards combating issues of terrorism and insurgency in the country, was declared open by the Director General, Nigerian Army Resources Center, Major General Johnny Amakim, who emphasized the need for continuous capacity building of the soldiers.
We are living in a very uncertain environment where we have continuous emerging new challenges, security challenges, and for you to be able to understand and act effectively, you have to continuously build your capacity. And so this kind of seminar is so apt, especially at this time of our national life where we have myriad, so much security issues that are coming up. So the essence of capacity building is a must, which is what this seminar intends to achieve.
In his remarks, the General Officer Commanding 6th Division Nigerian Army, Major General Musa Yusuf, said the seminar was organized to equip junior commanders with better and adequate knowledge at their level and ready for combat.
In order to make sure we are part and parcel of the vision of the WAS, we decided to comply with the NA training directive to input these junior commanders seminar. This is to make you better commanders at your level. This is to also prepare you for future assignment. What you are going to get from here, you cannot get it in any training. I do hope the participants will make this place richer than how you are coming in.
The federal government has made the fight against insurgency and terrorism a major point of action, particularly as the 2019 election draws closer. The recruitment of 6,000 Nigerians into the Nigerian police force as constables will commence on Monday, May 7th. A statement from the Police Officers Service Commission revealed that the exercise will take place in the 36-state police command headquarters across the country, as well as the Federal Capital Territory. Head of PSC, Press and Public Relations, Ike Chukwani, who signed the statement, said the exercise will start with the screening of applicants' physical attributes and their credentials. He also said invitations have been sent to the applicants who are expected to report at the screening venues on days indicated in their invitations. A total of 133,324 applications are expected to be screened during the exercise. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has traced 61 assets to former Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Oceanic Bank, Cecilia Ibru, in Dubai in its ongoing tracking of looted funds. The assets include 41 shops, 16 mansions and 4 park towers. All the properties have been confiscated, but their sale is trailed by controversy because of about $4 billion remains unaccounted for in the last 7 years. Out of over $7 million purportedly realized from the disposal of the properties, the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, AMCON, only received $3 million from the proceedings. The controversy over the sales led to the EFCC interrogation of 4 AMCON officials and former head of transaction, who is now with a bank. More bankers have been invited for questioning over how the proceeds were wired from Dubai into some individual companies and accounts in Nigeria. An Enugu Federal High Court has fixed May 8 to hear a suit filed by a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Anike Wonga, to challenge the revision of the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC 2019 election timetable by the National Assembly. Presiding Judge Justice A.M. Liman set the hearing date after listening to the submissions of some of the parties in the suit. Counsel to the second, third, and fourth defendants in the suit, Independent National Electoral Commission, President Muhammadu Buhari, and the Attorney General of the Federation appeared before the court, but the first defendant, the National Assembly, was absent. In his submissions, counsel to the plaintiff, Godwin Onwusi, explained that although the National Assembly has not appeared in court, all the relevant processes have been served on them. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has begun assessment of the status of all political parties claiming presence in Anambra State. So far, the Commission has visited offices of 8 political parties in Anambra State, although its findings have not been made public. When members of the Commission visited the state headquarters of the People's Democratic Party in Awka, they were received by the State Chairman Ndubuisi Umobo and other members of the State Working Committee. In his address to the PDP officials, head of Department, Elections and Political Party Monitoring of INEC, Ibe said the exercise is to ascertain the real political parties with adequate presence in the state. In his response, State Chairman of the PDP, Ndubuisi Umobo, said the party in Anambra State is intact and ready for the elections with more than enough members in their ranks. Now, 3 people have been reportedly killed in Ibadan, in Oyo State capital, during a hoodlum clash. The source said residents of Abebiolosha, Okboyosa, and Oritameri were injured in the mayhem, while some fled their homes. Hoodlums engaged anti-riot policemen who were drafted to restore normalcy in a gun duel. Report says the crisis started when a popular Fuji musician came to Gbagi, a densely populated area, to perform during the May 1 Gbagi Day celebration. A member of the security committee who preferred anonymity told journalists that the crisis started when the musician gave money to some hoodlums. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll take some business stories. Do stay with us.
Before they come, they're supposed to, give us some information, notice, at least maybe a week or so. There was nothing like that.
Hunger is everywhere in Nigeria. People are dying every day, but Nigeria government are keeping quiet. Housemen are killing people. Why? It's not what we expected because of these old men that are leading us, and you people know, you are aware that these people are not the right people to lead us. These kind of people that are leading us here are people of black mind. They just care about themselves and their family. You are affecting my village. Let me use if I call it useless, I'm not a mistake. The other place where they build a shop, call it plaza. Each shop they are 4 million naira, which I don't have the money, so I have to leave.